Well, it's been a full and exciting day to be back on campus. When I left Fresno State, graduated in 1970, who would have thought I would have had an academic career, but as it turns out I did. And to get back and see that same enthusiasm and excitement that I don't get on a day-to-day basis anymore because of my job as Chancellor is both personally interesting, inspiring, but also I've always been curious, and so I get to learn a little bit about spectroscopy or forest management or, nuclear physics, at least at a superficial level, and it keeps me intellectually engaged, and I love that part of this job. A young woman talking about how following fires in the forest, she was studying how erosion occurs and building models built back in the day that are no longer valid, and redesigning those models to understand erosion and things of that nature. I met some young guys who are physicists who were trying to take an old spectrometer 20 and turn it into a modern teaching device for high school kids to learn the basics about how infrared light and different light sources work and how they can use diffraction to measure concentrations of things. I measured students in chemistry who were going on in to study things in Switzerland, in the CERN National Laboratory or the International Laboratory that's in Switzerland. So across the gamut, these young men and women just pushing the boundaries of knowledge, fully enthusiastic about their work with faculty and the ideas they have for a better tomorrow. Very inspiring. One of the things that struck me in all of them was there was 2 or 3 or 4 students from varying related intellectual interests, but varying backgrounds, working together as a team. And so they were bringing the power of 3 or 4 minds with 3 or 4 sets of experiences and 3 or 4 different lenses on the same issue and creating solutions to the problems they were studying. And when I take that and I say, the things that confront society economically, socially, environmentally, there's no simple questions anymore. And it's bringing good minds together to think about that's going to be a skill that's going to be vital for a better tomorrow for the world. And so our students are doing that on a daily basis today. So it gives me actually hope for tomorrow. The CSU, the more I learn about who we are as a system by visiting each of the 23 campuses and trying to do in-depth conversations with faculty and students and staff, the more impressed I am, and quite frankly, the more frustrated I get because people generally don't recognize how vitally important this institution is to the very fabric of California.